Good evening. My name is Frederick Edwards, and we are now in the very first of our series of California murder stories, exploring the byways and highways of California's dark and bloody violent past. I'm standing here at the Santo Domingo Mission in beautiful downtown Ventura, California. Right here you can see the candles lit in altar. The candles are not always lit all year long. They're lit here in memorial of a recent victim in the fellow known as the Sacred Hand murderer. I have here with me a gentleman who an anonymous phone call came in, and I was told that I should just talk to this fellow. He has not given me his name yet. He says that he has information about the young woman who died horribly here at this site. One of the identifying marks of the murderer is that most of his victims are killed on sites such as this, in the local missions, caves, and byways of Ventura County. Now come over here, let's meet this fellow. Here's the man that I told you about. We received the phone number, and frankly I'm a little bit nervous because I don't know who he is or what he could be, but he gave the name X. Will you give us another name besides X, sir?
No, I'm not from California myself. I've only been here for about 12 years. You were talking about murders?
We were talking about a series of murders which have happened in the Ventura County area. And incredibly enough, I received a phone call stating that you had very factual information, at least about the nature of this crime. The woman who was cut into 148 pieces, scattered throughout the entire mission.
148 pieces? Are they sure it wasn't 149? Are they sure it wasn't 146 pieces? Are they sure all the pieces were from her? Huh? They ain't so sure of anything, are they? In fact, I don't even know who did that murder when I was a kid back in Pennsylvania. Christine Watson. She did. Some guy cut her head off with a toy sheriff's badge and left her right in her parents' front lawn. And they had dogs out there and everything. I don't know anything about that. Can
I tell you honest?
She was a bitch. Pretty girl, but she was a bitch.
Do you mind if I sit down here?
Yeah, just don't get too friendly.
Do I at this moment have any reason to be afraid of you?
No, why would you be?
Or to not trust you? Or think that you would harm me or hurt me in some way?
No.
Would you ever hurt a little furry lamb covered in fleece and strangle it?
Maybe. Why?
I just want to understand what kind of person I'm talking to.
I think that's funny. That I would harm a small animal? Of course I would. You ever seen what a small animal can do to a human being? It'll tear you right up. A little pony can break your leg with one kick. Get them before they get you, I always say.
Are you willing to take us on a death tour right now?
Well, in this town, anywhere you go, something horrible happened, I assure you.
I was told that there were 8 locations specifically that you would take us to. We're giving you $100. Come on, let's go play along with me now. You said you were going to take us to the sites of these murders. And that you knew something about them because of who you were.
All right, let me think of some places.
But let's go. Come on, let's go.
You lead the way.
Okay, now we've left the mission there. You say that you spent some time at the mission as a child?
At the rescue mission, I was homeless when I was a child. Not this mission.
Did you see bad things? Did you see some terrible things there?
Almost.
Did something happen to you at the mission that made you the kind of person you are today?
No.
What do you think is responsible for the person that you are now?
I don't know. What kind of person am I? I don't know.
What kind of person do you think that you are?
I don't know. You're the one talking about all the murders, not me.
What I would like to talk about, though, is the third murder victim. Remember her name? Her name was Elizabeth Ashley. Is that a familiar name to you?
Yeah, but are you sure it was the third one and not the fourth? Sometimes you get kind of messed up on your numbers, you know. Third, fourth, you lose track after a while, you know.
This is the young lady who was found at the very end of Main Street. She'd been dragged by what appeared to be some kind of a meat hook-like device on wheels all the way down 37 blocks of Main Street. It was there at the very end they found what was basically a spinal cord attached to a skull which had been ground down to just a little nub, and a massive ulcerated vagina and vulva exuding a gaseous materials right there, laying there at the end. And all along the road here, there were little pieces of her. You were an eyewitness. They say they found you the next morning holding one of these pieces in your hand, a liver, because you were in love with her, weren't you?
No. It still says church there, huh? You're not supposed to say those things in front of a sign that says church. No, that wheel's over there. I seen it over there. They took the meat hook off it. The wheel's right over there in the park. I swear to God, I saw it a little while ago. I think it was the same wheel.
So what were you doing there that night? The night she was murdered, there was nobody else on the street. They found you with blood all over your hands.
These hands?
Close on it. Close on it.
What the hell? I don't even recognize these hands as being a part of my own body. What's going on here? There's no blood on them.
Do you see the blue glow, the radiance, the blue glow, the aura?
Let me put my glasses on.
Hold your hand up. Do you see the light emanating from them, like the hand of something almighty? Do you see it?
Not unless I hold them up to the street light up there.
Would you continue taking us on our tour of these murderous sites, please?
Yeah, every place is a murderous site if you live right. I can blow my nose. God, look at that.
You know how to goose step?
Bars for $4?
Sure. We're here in a Ventura County antique mall, and again, Mr. X claims that this bizarre piece of taxidermy is similar to a cat he once had. Could you tell us about it?
I had a cat like that one time. You can almost hear it purr. Oh, hell, this ain't real. It's plastic. You ever seen a real one? They got all dried pieces on it, like stains, bits of flesh, stains.
Mr. X appears to be very upset. He's looking in the window here, and he feels that he saw something involving lesbians. What's the problem, sir? Get close.
Lesbians are over there. Look at that there. She's got crosses, crucifixes.
What about her?
She's got crucifixes on her buttocks. It looks like she's stirring a whole toilet full of diamonds. There's something wrong there.
Now, why do you think a woman wearing a pointy hat would have a crucifix on her, near her vulva like that?
She's a witch. All women are witches.
What do you want to do to them?
I don't know, but she should be punished. Punished real bad. Okay.
We're going to contemplate this in one moment. Now, they're unaware of the fact that I'm talking specifically about them, but they're people who have just entered our immediate area, behind me, coming behind you. If you were capable of it, doing anything you wanted right now to these people behind me, what would you do to them?
Look at that slut over there. Look at that slut. Wearing them tight pants like that. She's just asking for it, isn't she?
Okay, here we are. We're standing in front of the Reardon Funeral Home, and my informants told me that Mr. X, you worked here for over 4 years.
3.5.
But you were dressing corpses, were you not?
I was bringing the bodies in. I went and picked them up and assisted in autopsies. I never actually did the cutting.
Yes, did you ever do anything alone with the bodies?
Well, sometimes you got to work overtime, you know. Get them all ready to go tomorrow for the funeral.
Well, how would you get them ready?
Don't you know nothing about women? Getting them ready?
Could you be more specific? What are you talking about? Necrophilia?
Oh, well, look at these lights over here. Those are pretty lights, aren't they? You ever notice those lights over there?
What do they make you think of? Okay, Mr. X has indicated that he finds particular fascination in these illuminated trees. He comes here all the time at night to be alone with them. Why do these trees hold such fascination for you? I hear you.
Well, they look kind of like mushrooms, you know, like those Japanese mushrooms, like in those old science fiction movies with Mothra and all them.
You're talking about atomic bombs?
Well, that's what caused the Japanese to fantasize about mushroom clouds and mutations and so forth.
Well, I guess the best thing to do would be to go for a stroll down this lane with these. If you'd like, you could do a little dance down those trees there.
Does being so close to a funeral home give you a boner? Gives me kind of a semi. You see her walking down here?
Sure. Go past me. All right, now we've come to this place, the Angel Store, because Mr. X is insistent that he said that he had to take me here and he had to show us. He called her Elillusius. Why is this so important to you?
I'll bring everybody to come see her. She's mine.
Look at the camera, sir.
That way. Don't be looking at her that way. She's mine. Not just anybody can see her.
What is that around her neck, that thing going down from the front collar?
Look what it makes it boobs do. It kind of scrunches them up. You like boobs? You like boobs? I do. Especially all nice golden ones.
If you were able to do something, if you were able to get her out of that glass case and take her home with you, what would you do with her?
That's none of your business. Let's get out of here. This guy's giving me the creeps. Let's go.
I'm from all over the place. I've been here for about 12 years, so